Think of your life as fertile soil, where every opportunity is a seed, but for those seeds to sprout and grow, you must have the ability to recognize them. And here's the problem. Most of us do not notice opportunities when they come because they are often hidden behind challenges, difficulties, and failures. Opportunities never come easily. We must learn to see them even in imperfect situations. Why? Because life does not always hand you opportunities on a silver platter. Sometimes opportunities come in the form of a challenge, a failure, or a difficult situation. If you are not ready to change your perspective, you will never recognize the opportunities that are right in front of you. Consider this for a moment. Have you ever realized that the difficult moments in life are often the very opportunities for you to grow stronger? Each time you face a challenge, it is an opportunity to learn, to understand yourself better, and to understand the world around you. Every time you fail, it is an opportunity to draw lessons and come back stronger. Life is never short of opportunities. You need to learn to see them in difficult moments. A successful person is someone who can identify opportunities even in situations that others might overlook. This is a skill you can develop. Vision is not something you are born with. It is something you can cultivate. If you truly focus on recognizing what is happening around you, here is a question I want you to think about. Have you ever thought that you might be missing great opportunities in life simply because you did not recognize them at first? The answer might be yes. And that is exactly what I want you to change starting today. To begin recognizing opportunities, you must change the way you perceive things. Do not just see a difficult situation as an insurmountable problem. See it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger. Remember this, opportunities do not only come when everything is favorable. Opportunities come at the moment you least expect. And if you do not have the ability to recognize them, you will miss out on many wonderful possibilities that life offers. Start practicing a new way of looking at life. When you encounter a challenge, do not immediately think of it as an obstacle. Think of it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. Successful people are those who see opportunities in every circumstance, no matter how difficult or how many failures they face. Now, I want you to do a small exercise. Think about a challenge or failure you have faced recently. Ask yourself this question: what opportunity might this challenge bring me? Write down your thoughts. And I want you to remember this: opportunities do not come easily, but they are always there if you are willing to see them. Start today. And I assure you that you will see the wonderful opportunities waiting for you, even in the challenges you are facing. Now, we have talked about opportunities and how to recognize them, but how can you seize those opportunities if you do not have the potential to capitalize on them? Your potential is what will help you not only recognize opportunities, but also turn them into reality. Think of an airplane. An airplane can fly very high, but only if it has enough fuel, engines, and power to take off. You are the same. You may have wonderful opportunities in life, but you cannot seize them if you do not have enough inner strength, and that is your potential. Each of us has limitless potential, but unfortunately, very few people realize that this potential does not manifest on its own. You need to tap into it to learn how to enhance your value, to grow and achieve what you desire. Potential is the boundless ability you carry within, but it does not become reality without action, investment, and belief in yourself. The key is to recognize this potential and know how to unleash it, because your potential is not something you can touch immediately. It is something you must work to release from within. And this is why I say potential must be developed over time and through the small steps you take every day. First, you must realize that potential is not something you can simply dream about. It must be nurtured, developed, and controlled. The way you face challenges, learn from failures, and persist every day, all of these contribute to developing the limitless potential you possess. And your potential is not just about work or career. It is about how you grow in every aspect: health, relationships, and even finances. As you continue to take action every day, you will see that you are not only moving closer to your goals, but also becoming a stronger, more confident, and more capable person. And when you realize that you are growing each day, you will see that every opportunity in life can become a significant step forward if you know how to seize it. Your potential is not something intangible. It is a strength you can feel in every action, in every decision you make each day. When you can recognize and unleash your potential, you will realize that opportunities do not come just once, but continuously. You will see that you can achieve things you never thought possible before. One of the keys to unleashing potential is investing in yourself. Remember this: the best investment you can make is in yourself. When you invest in yourself, you are creating opportunities to grow not only in your work, but also in your personal life. Investing in yourself does not mean just spending money. It means investing time, effort, and dedication to becoming a better person every day. If you do not invest in yourself, if you do not learn and grow, you will not be able to recognize the wonderful opportunities waiting for you. And when you do not develop yourself, you cannot fully unleash your potential. Investing in yourself is the only way to create real change in your life. Another critical factor in unleashing potential is belief in yourself. If you do not believe in your abilities, you will not dare to challenge yourself or face difficulties. Belief is the strongest foundation for going further in life. And that belief must be built through the small actions you take every day, through your commitment to doing better than yesterday. Imagine if you never tried, if you never stepped out of your comfort zone, you would never know your true capabilities. Only when you start taking action will you realize that your potential is far greater than you ever imagined. Confidence and belief in yourself are the keys to unlocking all the opportunities you have missed before. You cannot expect others to believe in you if you do not believe in yourself. When you believe you can do it, when you believe in your abilities, you will naturally attract opportunities and people who help you achieve success. Finally, I want you to remember one crucial thing. Your potential is limitless, but only if you recognize and cultivate it. Do not let fear, doubt, or lack of confidence hold you back. Start today, step by step, and you will see miraculous changes happen in your life. Unleashing your potential is not an easy process, but it is the most worthwhile process you can undertake. And when you unleash your potential, you will see that nothing is impossible. The opportunities you once thought were out of reach will become easier to grasp because you have become the person you need to be to achieve what you dream of. Continuing from what we have discussed, now is the time for you to act. You have recognized opportunities, you have realized your potential, and started investing in yourself. But one crucial thing I want you to remember is that none of this will matter if you do not take action. Action is the most decisive factor in unleashing your potential and seizing opportunities. You may have all the knowledge, the perfect plans, and the right reasons, but without action, it all becomes meaningless. That is why so many people miss opportunities. They hesitate, they fear failure, and they are reluctant to step out of their comfort zone. I do not want you to be one of them. Action is not always easy, and you will not always feel ready. But the truth is, you will never feel completely ready. But if you do not act, you will never progress. That is why I always say, you do not have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. If you want to become the person you dream of, You must start taking action, even if it is just a small step. Confidence in action comes from consistently taking small actions. Remember that small actions lead to big results. You do not need to make a giant leap or a grand move to create change. Small positive habits each day, small decisions each day, and small actions will gradually build your confidence. Confidence is the result of continuous action. Every small step, every decision you make will increase your belief in yourself. You do not need to wait until you feel perfect to start. Do not wait for perfection, because perfection never comes. Instead, act now. Even if you do not know how everything will turn out, action will help you learn. And with each step, you will feel more confident. Action is one of the best ways to build confidence, and confidence will help you overcome any uncertainty. A crucial part of action is determination. Nothing worthwhile comes without commitment and persistence. And I am not talking about a one-time determination, but long-term determination. You need a clear reason to act every day. And if that reason is strong enough, you will act despite any difficulties. I want you to remember that success is not a destination, but a journey. And that journey can only be taken if you have determination and persistence in action. Action is not always easy. You will face moments when you feel like giving up. You will encounter challenges and failures. But that is when action truly matters. Acting in difficult times will make you stronger. When you persist in acting despite obstacles, you will realize you can overcome anything. This not only helps you achieve your goals, but also builds a stronger, more resilient person. Successful people are not those who only act when everything is favorable. They act regardless of the circumstances. That is the difference between successful and unsuccessful people. Unsuccessful people wait for everything to be perfect before acting. Successful people act despite the lack of perfection, and that is what creates a significant difference in their lives. Action is not something you can postpone. If you wait, if you procrastinate, you will find yourself far from the goals you set. When you act immediately, you will feel a surge of motivation and growing confidence. You will realize you can do things you never thought possible. So, what are you waiting for? Waiting for perfection? Or waiting until you feel ready? Remember, you will never feel perfect, and you will never be completely ready. That is why you must act today. Start with the small things, the simplest steps. Every action you take today will bring you closer to your goals. And as you act, you will see your confidence grow. Confidence does not come from perfection, but from acting despite fears and uncertainties. What is holding you back from acting? Think about it and ask yourself, what can I do today to take a step forward? And once you answer that question, start acting immediately. Do not wait any longer. Action today will be the first step toward a better life, because you deserve everything good. We have talked about opportunities, potential, action, and confidence. But there is one final factor I want to emphasize, and that is persistence. You will face difficult times, challenges that make you feel like you cannot go on. But this is when persistence makes the difference. When you start acting, you cannot avoid difficulties. You will face failures, moments when it feels like everything is against you. And that is when many people give up. But I want you to understand something important. True success is not about never failing, but about learning to get back up and keep going when you fail. Think of a farmer planting a tree. A tree cannot grow without enduring strong winds and heavy rains. Every challenge, every failure, every difficulty you face is part of the process that helps you grow stronger. Persistence is not the ability to avoid difficulties. but the ability to overcome them. I have said before, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the opportunity. When you face a big challenge, that challenge is an opportunity to become a bigger person. Nothing valuable in life comes without challenges. But if you have persistence, if you keep moving forward, you will see that each time you overcome a challenge, it is a significant step toward your goals. So, how do you maintain persistence when things do not go as expected? How do you keep going when exhaustion and despair take over? The answer lies in determination, and the reason why you started this journey, the first thing you need to do is identify why you started. If your reason is strong enough, you will have the motivation to continue no matter how difficult things get. Your reason for starting is the fire that will keep your persistence alive in challenging times. Always remember why you want to change your life, why you want to achieve that goal. When you have a strong enough reason, nothing can stop you. Second, focus on the process, not the immediate results. Success is not a destination, but a journey. If you only focus on the results, you will easily give up when facing difficulties. But if you love the process, if you see value in every step, in every small action, you will see that difficulties are just part of the game. And when you persist in the process, you will not only achieve your goals, but also become a better person each day. Do not forget that persistence does not mean you will never fail. In fact, failure is an essential part of the journey to success. Successful people are not those who never fail, but those who never give up. They learn from failures and do not let them stop their progress. Remember this, do not wish it was easier. Wish you were better. If everything were easy, if there were no challenges or difficulties, you would not grow. These challenges are opportunities for you to develop, and persistence is what you need to overcome them. Now, I want you to think about the challenges you are facing. You may feel tired. You may be thinking of giving up, but I want you to remember that every challenge hides an opportunity. Do not give up just because you do not see results immediately. Persistence will lead you to your destination. Look at the successful people around you. They are not those who never failed, but those who never gave up despite countless challenges. The most important thing is to never stop. Keep going, step by step, even if you are tired, even if you feel uncertain. Each step will bring you closer to your goals. And when you persist, you will not only achieve what you want, but also become a stronger, more confident person who can face any challenge in the future. We have gone through many steps in this journey. You have recognized opportunities, unleashed your potential, acted, persisted, and now I want you to focus on another crucial factor, decision-making. Success is not something that comes by chance. Success is the result of the decisions you make every day, every hour, and those decisions can completely change your future. Decision-making is the greatest power you possess. You have the power to choose your path, to decide who you will become, to decide whether to keep going or stop. Your decisions affect not only today, but your entire life. So, make decisions with clarity, determination, and confidence. I want you to understand this. Every success begins with a clear decision. Do not let fears or doubts make you hesitate. Do not let uncertainty cause you to miss opportunities. Successful people are not those who always have all the answers immediately. They are those who dare to make decisions and act even when they do not know everything. And when they act, they do not hesitate. They do not look back. They keep moving forward with faith in their decisions. Decisions are what create the difference. They are what separate those who achieve success from those who only dream of it. Every day, you make decisions about what you will do, who you will learn from, who you will work with. what habits you will maintain, and how you will face difficulties. All these decisions shape your life. I will tell you something important. Do not wait until you feel ready to make a decision. You will never feel completely ready. Remember that decisions are not always easy, but when you decide, you are starting to create your future. You have the power to control your life. And you can start right now. Decisions are not just about choosing between two paths. Decisions are about choosing the best path you believe is right, even if that path is tough or full of challenges. Many people fear making decisions because they worry about the outcome, fear making mistakes. But you must understand that no decision is wrong if you learn from it. Learn from failures and do not let them make you give up. Every decision you make is a lesson, and every lesson is a step towards success. What I want you to remember is decisions are a tool for creating power. You cannot go through life without making important decisions. Decide to take control of your life. Decide that you will act, that you will not give up, and that you will stay committed to your goals. Now, I want you to think about an important decision you need to make in your life. You may feel stuck. You may be hesitating, but remember that the moment you decide is the moment you start creating real change in your life. No decision is small. Every decision has a significant impact on your future. Choose to act. Choose to believe in yourself and choose to persist. Start with small decisions each day, and you will see that those decisions will lead you to a great future. We have gone through many steps, recognizing opportunities, tapping into potential, acting boldly, persisting through difficulties, and deciding the path you will take. But there is one crucial factor you must pay special attention to, and that is your environment. You may wonder, why is the environment so important? Because your environment is the factors around you, the people you interact with, the thoughts you absorb, and the habits you maintain every day. Think of trees. A tree cannot grow in barren, nutrient-poor soil. A tree needs a favorable environment to thrive. People are the same. You cannot unleash your full potential if you live in an environment that does not support growth. Your environment profoundly impacts the results you achieve in life. You may have all the other factors like potential, motivation, and action. But if you do not have the right environment to grow, you will struggle to achieve what you desire. Your environment includes everything from the people you interact with, the information you consume, to the habits you maintain daily. Your environment is everything you allow into your mind, all the influences you let into your life. The first thing you need to do to build a successful environment is to choose the people you interact with. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The people around you greatly influence your thoughts and actions. If you spend time with pessimistic people without clear goals, you will struggle to grow. But if you spend time with optimistic people with goals, people who push you forward, you will naturally become the best version of yourself. I always say, your environment can make you stronger or weaker. The people you interact with are a powerful source of energy that can lift you up or pull you down. Make sure you are in an environment that helps you grow and achieve what you want. Second, you must control the information you consume. You may think you cannot control what is around you, but in reality, you can control many things, especially the information you take in daily, every day. You choose what information you allow into your mind. What do you watch on television? What books do you read? Who do you listen to? This information powerfully shapes how you think and act. Remember, your mind is like a field. If you plant positive seeds, you will reap positive results. If you plant negative seeds, you will reap negative results. Make sure you are allowing information that helps you grow, learn, and move forward. Do not let your mind be overtaken by negative thoughts or people around you who always talk about negative things. Create an environment rich in positive information, good books, lessons from successful people, inspirational talks that help you absorb the right ideas and create change in your life. Finally, you need to build positive habits every day. A successful environment does not only come from the people you interact with and the information you consume, but also from the actions you take daily. Habits are the things you do every day without thinking too much. If you have good habits, you will naturally become a better person. And success will come to you naturally. Habits create results. And you must ensure you are maintaining habits that help you become the person you want to be. Spend time learning, reading, exercising, writing down your goals, and acting every day. That is how you build a successful environment. Your environment is not just what is outside you, but what you do every day to grow. Take a moment to think about your environment. Are you in an environment that supports your growth? Do the people you interact with help you become better? Are you consuming positive information or drowning in negative thoughts? Are you maintaining positive habits? Your environment is a critical factor in determining who you will become in the future. Build a successful environment starting today. Start with the people you interact with, the information you consume, and the habits you maintain. Your environment will shape the person you become in the future. And when you have the right environment, success will come to you as a natural outcome. We have gone through recognizing opportunities, tapping into potential, acting persistently, and building a growth-supporting environment. But there is one critical factor you cannot ignore if you want a successful and fulfilling life, and that is financial mindset. A financial freedom mindset is not just about having enough money, but about being able to control your life through wise financial decisions. You will never feel free if you cannot control your finances. And this, my friend, is not something you can achieve overnight. It is the result of smart decisions, investing in yourself, and most importantly, building solid financial habits. When you start this journey, you must understand that financial freedom does not come from earning a lot of money, but from knowing how to manage and use money wisely. You may have a good job, a stable income, but if you do not know how to save, invest, and manage your finances, you will never feel free. You will always be in a state of worrying about money, always working to earn money without breaking free from that cycle. The most important thing to build a financial freedom mindset is to change how you view money. You must learn to see money not just as something you earn and spend, but as a tool to create opportunities and freedom. Money is not the ultimate goal, but a means to help you achieve your goals. If you want to become financially free, you must learn to make money work for you. Instead of working for money, here is an important question I want you to think about. What are you doing with your money? Are you saving and investing in things that will create passive income for you in the future? Or are you spending it all, living only to consume without thinking about tomorrow? Saving and investing are the keys to achieving financial freedom. Saving does not mean living miserably or in scarcity. Saving means setting aside a portion of your income to invest in your future, to ensure you can freely choose your path without worrying about finances. Second, learn to invest wisely. Investing is not a game of chance, but a strategic decision. Invest in what you understand. Invest in things that will yield long-term returns. And do not just think about investing in stocks or real estate. Think about investing in yourself, in the knowledge and skills you can use to create value. Everything you do today is an investment in your future. Third, you must control your spending. You cannot become financially free if you spend more than you earn. You must know how to manage your spending. Learn to live frugally without sacrificing your quality of life. You can live a rich life without wasteful spending. How you spend reflects your financial mindset. A financial freedom mindset is not about how much money you have, but how you use and manage that money. It is the ability to control your finances so you can live a life free from debt or financial worries. A financial mindset is also not just about earning money, but understanding that money does not define who you are. Yes, money can bring freedom, but true freedom comes from being able to do what you want without being constrained by finances. So, are you ready to change your financial mindset? Are you ready to start investing in yourself, learning to save and investing wisely? Remember that financial freedom is not something you achieve overnight, but every financial decision you make today will create a freer future for you. What makes you worry about finances? Share with me. And remember that you can control your finances. Starting now, you deserve a financially free life. And acting today will be the first step toward achieving that. Start today with smart financial decisions. Save, invest, and spend with a plan. That is how you build a financially free life, because you deserve freedom in life. And money will be the tool to help you achieve it. We have gone through a long journey together. You have learned how to recognize opportunities, tap into your potential, act persistently, and build an environment that supports your growth. You have also understood that financial freedom is not a distant dream, but the result of smart decisions and positive habits. But I want you to remember one crucial thing. All that you have learned today is only valuable if you act. Action determines everything. You may have all the elements needed for success, but if you do not act, you will never see results. And I want you to remember that action is not just about grand moves, but the small things you do every day. Persistence in action, wise decision, and a supportive environment will lead you to success. Life is not a race, but a long journey. Successful people are not those who never face difficulties, but those who overcome them. They keep going, keep learning, and never give up. And you can too. You may not see results immediately, but if you keep acting every day, you will see yourself grow and move closer to your goals. I want you to look back at what you have learned today and ask yourself an important question. What will I do with all this information? You have all the tools needed to build a successful life, but you must decide to act now. Only when you start acting will change happen. Successful people are not those with perfect lives, but those who have learned to work with challenges, to recognize opportunities in every situation, and to never give up. So, believe in yourself, act with faith, and never stop. And remember this, success is not a destination, it is a journey, and that journey begins with you every day. You can build the life you dream of, not through grand decisions, but through small, persistent steps. Start acting today. Do not wait. Do not think you need everything to be perfect. Before starting, the first step is always the most important. I believe in your abilities. You can do it. And remember, this journey to success is not one you walk alone. I am here with you, heading toward great goals together, because you deserve all the good things life can offer. So, where will you start? The decisions you make today will create the future you desire. Act. Believe in yourself and never give up. Your life is a reflection of the decisions you make. Make every decision count. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I wish you success. And remember, success begins with you, with the steps you take today.